Hello, everybody. Yay! It's us. All right. So for now, it's Catherine that's not there. So I'm gonna move a nameplate around here. Quick, I think. And for now, that'll be the quickest way to make it work. That is being so responsive. Everything else I need to adjust because working so well today. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Hey, hey.
Hello. Glad you could join. Welcome to the party. All right, and we will swap a people. Uh, um, Zura. Okay, and then Ash and Lily Spot. So, and then I'm in Frank's. So that's not right. Yep, I'm in Shar's, and that's not right. Okay, so I clearly need to be in this pocket, and Shar goes down here.
It's the
It's a
Brady Bunch.
mosaic. Yeah, nice. Okay, there we
Brady.
yay! We got it. Yeah. Good evening, everybody, players and viewers and everyone. Glad to have you here. Let's see. Oh, and Serena is here tonight too. Yay! All right, nice, nice. Well, here we are, session 10. Dun, 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 dun. Long pregnant pause here just to celebrate. Uh, um, where even were we? Let me get some music for. We're in a big city now. I guess I don't have that one. A little music that's appropriate here. All right, I'm gonna try this one. One of them has a dog that barks annoyingly loud, and we just don't need that. As much as dogs are cuties. But here for our in Zoom chat, I'll just throw in some bustling city since we're still in the city getting ready to head on out. Sleigh bells, I think I hear. Anyway.
Well, it is that time of year.
Yeah, nice, sure, yeah.
Just the year just passed.
Everyone's got their stuff out still, uh, for sure. All right, let me scroll back up because this is all travel and city stuff. Well, on the heels of the wild event of meeting a dragon in this world, that's correct. Um, Watching a primordial slice it into pieces, only to find that this old dragon used its power to, instead of just being sliced into pieces, to separate different aspects of itself into these different pieces so it could survive. Our party graciously watched over Asgrath as they recovered for about 3 days. It took them just to get enough strength back to evacuate, get back someplace safe. Um, Explaining the dangers of these seven aspects, that there's effectively newborns or like children with really powerful magic and bodies and such. So they likely don't intend any harm, but they might cause it. So tell the people in power that you trust. And they asked if you could also send word to the closest elder dragon, which is one that has been here for a while and been established along with Asgarath, so that they can communicate among one another and try and formulate some plan themselves to go round up um, these missing pieces. With that, I think they met with Lennox, and returned to Zone I. Went to another Lennox rendezvous. Lennox had to go, but left a message saying, head on up to Reese Isles. That's where this other Elder Dragon can be found. The northwesternmost island of Reese Isles in Port Rumont. And so I think it was evening time. So it was either the next morning or evening time. So I'll say it's evening, and correct me if you feel that's wrong. Okay. Um, everyone, can go. We'll. I'll just check in. It's evening. You've gotten that message. The silence has dropped from the area that Lennox, cast it, had the spell prepared. You've gotten the information. You got a bag of holding, along with some platinum pieces, and you're all on that little plot in the evening. And I'll just initially pass it over to you to kind of discuss what just happened and any plans you want to make for the morning.
Ignatius will like flip through his notes real quick, and that's going to be about over here, look through there. About 45, 50 days. We got a lot of preparation to do. And the last part I'll say, go ahead. Sorry.
Does anyone have business to wrap up in town?
No, not really.
Then I suggest we shop for materials before we leave in the morning.
Yes.
Sure.
Rations. The like.
We can meet in Adventurers Row and use some of the collective money.
Certainly. Yeah. Maybe,
Marks.
yeah.
Catherine
Sure,
asks if yarn is a required that falls in the okay category to purchase for a long trip. I have to crochet. And then I hate to be on the road and then run out and then.
No.
No. Okay. Just kind of reserves to. Okay.
Good night. And then I'll leave.
Okay. Right, Shar heads out.
Real quick.
Eris, yeah.
Before you step away, how are we gonna get there?
Adventurers Row?
No, I mean to the islands. I can get us a boat, but
Get us a boat where?
to the islands.
Port Vermont?
A boat
Yes.
here to the islands.
No, oh jeez. Hang on.
Where can you get us a boat?
Let Sam turn her brain on, okay? Hang on. I'm still in parent mode right now. Well, you know what? Get us anything. I don't know where I'm going with this. Just we'll go to Adventurers Row.
Eris is tired after a long day too of all the travel and everything else.
If you want, Ignatius will completely depress you with tales of an overland route to Port
Nice.
Rumont.
Eris knows what she's talking about. I do not. She knows the routes to the sea. And so she'll, if you have a map of it, she'll start working out start looking at a way to get towards there.
Nice. You probably know, Eris, and Ignatius certainly. The fastest way is, at least to get to Port Rumont is straight up the coast. The Starbridge is west a good bit and a little south, and the boat's not going to get you. It would take a little longer to catch a boat in Starbridge. So traveling up the coast via road, and then in Port Rumont, of course, you've been, Eris, in Port Rumont. They are like, that's where you can catch a boat for sure. and that goes right because Provenance right there near the Reese Isles.
Plus, that path avoids getting on the ocean for as long as possible.
Anything from Ash?
Ash doesn't really have experience in this area, so.
All right.
Seems like everyone's just kind of agreeing with one another. Okay, we'll meet.
Ash, how much
Yeah.
does it cost to get a really quick fortune? Like, just a yes, no, or a good, bad, or a
For you?
yes.
Oh, no. It won't cost anything.
Well, that's not right. You got to make a list. All right, we'll worry about it later. Can you
Sure.
just give me kind of a good, bad, yes, no answer?
Good, bad, yes, no on the travel?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the exact question? Are we whether to travel? Should we travel by? Should I just ask it directly? That should we
Just
travel by
just about
ship?
me.
Just about you.
Yeah.
What's the exact question you want me to ask?
Is this the path I'm supposed to be on?
Oh, sure. I can do that. You want that? You want to do that right now?
Or first thing in the morning, whichever before we leave, presumably would be helpful.
Okay. What's whatever you prefer. Would you rather do it now or in the morning?
Let's do this now.
Okay, all right. Sure. Ash will open her bag and start getting out the tarot cards to do a reading again.
Okay. All right.
All right. Do you mind if I sit in front of you? This kind of helps. Okay. She'll position herself directly in front of Gazora, about 10 feet away from them. Oh, no, not 10 feet, 5 feet. And we'll start spreading out the tarot cards in front of her. And okay. Just think about your question. You think about your question that you just asked me, you just told me. And I will think about it as well. And she'll start running her hand over the cards a bit, and will propose that question to the universe.
And what was the question again, Ash?
The question was, oh God,
Sorry.
after all that floral talk, I'm sorry, Broth. What was the question again?
Is this the right path for me?
Is this the right path for Gazora? Sorry.
Okay, let me consider the being's knowledge and
Gazora in her head.
Reserva's motivators and background. And some of the questions are tricky in that this is sort of an absolute, singular, the right choice. But I'm going to say that you'd get a wheel, an answer, a positive, a confirmation. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna throw a little variable in for you because you're doing it through cards, and it works like that sometimes with cards. That's it's definitely one of a number of correct paths.
Okay. All right. Ash will look up from the cards. It's good. It's good. So I'm getting from the cards here, that, because there are different paths that we can go on in life, but this is one of the good paths for you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
The spirits are in favor.
In
Okay.
fact, Ash, you reveal as you're flipping through cards, there's the hunter,
Mm-hmm.
the warrior, and the explorer.
Okay. I'm
And
getting
just for
three
a little
cards in
flavor.
mind here. Okay. And she will turn over. I'll just say that she'll turn over the three cards, and it will be the hunter, warrior, and the explorer that are facing towards you, Rizora.
Ooh, I should have picked a romantic question. Dang.
Well, these can kind of differ in meaning from person to person. Um, hopefully, they speak something to you.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Okay.
Here, and she'll kind of get a little tear off a little scrap piece of paper from her journal and just write down the hunter, warrior, and explorer. And will kind of underline them and just hand the piece of paper to Grisora. Yeah, keep that with you. Maybe something will hit you and you'll be like, oh, that's what that means. That's what that was telling me.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Of course, anytime. She'll start packing up her cards.
Rizura walks off kind of awkwardly without a goodbye, already deep in thought.
Catherine just would have followed after Bye, and followed after Shard. And Chloe, gives a nod and heads off into the city. And I guess that's just Ash and Ignatius and Eris, the three of you. Anything for any of you, or are you all just heading out to get that rest then?
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna rest.
I'll say for story reasons. I'll say for story reasons that Ash will go ahead and just do the letter now. That she sends to her parents. Since I was gonna retcon that during her day out with Grisora. We'll just say that she does it now before, she
Okay.
gets in for the night.
All right. Beautiful. Well.
And you got that in Discord, right, Dan?
I did. Yep. Thank
letter.
you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so for tonight, everyone's turning in, getting a good rest, ready to meet in the morning at Adventurers Row to procure any goods you need and begin the journey. Good, mark off a long rest, if just in case you have any lingering anything. And let's see. Morning comes around, and you do in fact all meet one another in Adventurers Row. It's always easy to spot Shar and Catherine, the two winged tieflings in the crowd. So you all kind of gather around them. And if you have any shopping you wish to do for healing potions or anything, go ahead and just take the money out of your inventory and put the stuff in. Need a Hamilton? Let me know. Is there anything outside of your typical armor or healing or adventuring gear shopping you'd like to do, or
I think just like restocking food and sharpening my weapons, that sort of stuff.
Okay, nice. Right, and yeah, Ignatius.
Ignatius would stop in. I don't know if it would be the Twilight Academy real quick or on Adventurers Row if there was a magical supply
Hmm.
store. Probably the Academy would be more
Yeah, there's
What
quite a
he what he's going
few
to
issues
ask
with
for
it.
and look for is knowing that they got the long travel coming up. Uh, a piece of um, wood or a staff that is not magical yet, but can be imbued, like a
Right.
piece of raw uh, material that could be fashioned. You know, seeing that they're going to be on the road for a while, he'll have time
At the
to.
time.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. Let me see what they've got. We do a roll. Oh, let's all do our DM inspo
Oh
roll as
yeah. Yeah.
well. Um, and then I'll come back to you, Ignatius, and tell you what they got.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Woo, that is okay. Yeah, Warren, what'd you get?
I'm so happy I can't be surrounded today. 1.
Nice. Steph.
16.
Okay. All right. Frank.
19.
Oh, Lil.
1.
Oh, double ones.
But you will be tied.
And Sam.
4.
A 4. Oh, nice. Well, Sam, you get it. I rolled a 9. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, 4, 5 way, right? And Frank was Steph was okay. Yeah, yep. Right. Steph, what did you get again?
A 16.
16. Right. Yeah. Okay. Sam. It's the D6. It's currently a D6. DM inspo for the night. Excellent. Woo! All right. You're able to procure things. Ignatius, they
Hmm.
do have um a limb. Pull up the map here, actually. They have a limb from where are we? A there are trees said to grow in out past Terminus early in the Dead's Clutch swamp. That were despite not ever having leaves or flowering or budding, they continue to exist. They look relatively gnarled and dead, but they persist. And they have a shipment. There were some adventurers that recently successfully returned, not happen frequently, from Dead's Clutch Swamp. And some of these goods and materials, it was a big 40-person expedition, came back and got dispersed across the continent. So they have a few, and the head um for the dean here, knowing that you've all done a great service and helped out with the alchemist and everything else, has said they can sell it to you, and they can sell it to you at a discount, 50% off. She said mark it down as much, like, just they have to make back what they paid for it, but that's all they're going to charge. They're not a business, so they're um but they do have it said to hold a lot of magic. It would be 47 gold pieces though.
47 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, yeah, yeah. Let's go for it. So he'll reach into his own pocket, and
Okay.
And what is this?
it's a correct me if I'm wrong. It's a piece of wood that has potential.
Exactly. Yep. And you can have it whatever. You can have it be a staff size shape. You can have it be whatever you'd like.
Probably wand size,
That's
probably.
okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
and yeah, you have to work on it every single day in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, reverse attunement. You're basically pouring magic into it to eventually be able to have charges of a spell that you into imbue into it.
Mm.
So you just manage my gold.
Nice. Yeah, you'd see Shar probably. I think you're all kind of doing that together, unless I'm mistaken. So you'd be. Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to them.
Okay, and then I'll add that to my inventory. Inventory, add a custom item. Oops.
Okay. There was some small emergency at the academy, and there were little alarms going off. Just kidding. All right. So, you can. Oh, sorry, Shar. Did you have a chance to do whatever you were going to offer, or whatever?
I just missed what he was buying.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. You can feel as soon as you are holding this, Ignatius, that it's highly attuned to your arcana. Like it would flow into this very easily.
Okay.
So it seems to be very authentic, at least. As soon as you grasp it, you're like, okay, it's the real deal.
Okay.
And they would let you know, like, they're still working on it to see, like, exactly what attributes it has. But they know at least it has that conductivity and retention that you're looking for.
And yep, he'll thank him and stash it away in his a pocket in his vest coat, and that will be his morning ritual. He will.
Beautiful. Okay, all right. Anything else that anyone wants to pick up before hitting the road? No? Hey. And with that, you all make your way over through the shoveled out roads, the cobblestone roads of the city here, to the northern gate. Take a moment and reflect on the city behind you. You're about to leave. The time spent here, what brought you all together, and bidding farewell to the people of the city, and embarking on this kind of a big adventure. We'll leave the main gate. Transition our music a little bit here to some chill wilderness travel. It's so quiet. There we go. All right. There you go.
No?
Just to have a little change in ambiance. All right. And we begin our trek. Let's look at this beautiful map. All right, we have quite a bit of travel. You're gonna navigate north, adjacent to the forest for most of this. The plotted path kind of has you crossing that river that comes from Folly Hills. There's a brief layover, brief stop in Port Laris to restock if you wish. And at that point, you are traveling up the coast the rest of the way around the northern tip of the peninsula there to Port Roumont. Or as Ignatius said, about a 45, 50 day journey. We're going to take it sort of a week at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get you about halfway to the river. And first, before doing checks and other things, I'll just check in and see if there's anything that comes up for any of you in the first week of travel for discussion or otherwise. Oh, I'll add that Chloe did not regather with everyone in the morning, seemingly having another thing to take a look at, or perhaps a lead came in with the Thieves Guild. So the 6 of you, anything for that first week of travel up the mountain range?
Is this, I'm assuming we're kind of taking the same path that I did on my way to here?
let's see. 'Cause you had a big
Because she
loop to
mostly,
loop. Mhm.
yeah, I did the big loop and then back down.
You might have actually come from through Cragmount Plains, like the Plains of Power, Cragmount Peak. So I think you did a loop, a counterclockwise loop around Cragmount, and then came
Oh, did I
down
go?
and around.
Okay, I went
Or
backwards than
something.
what I thought.
Now you've been in Port Laris though, but that's by boat.
Mhm.
Same for Port Rumont. Um, if that answers your question.
Yes, thank you.
I would just like to add that immediately being out of the city would have flown up about 30 feet in the air and would just be traveling along that way.
Oh, okay. All right. Jeffrey probably does so as well until her, unless her wings get tired. Uh, um, okay.
Yeah. Ash would be kind of alternating between like her broom for an hour and then walking for about an hour.
Oh.
Would use her broom to kind of help out, keep a lookout like above. If Captain or Shar were looking in another, area, would help out with a little bit of that aerial watch. And then just probably just, even though I'm sure it's not the season or that might not even be the area, but should always be on the lookout for moths and stuff too while they're traveling. And then like looking at her tarot and stuff at night, like studying her tarot and taking notes at nighttime whenever she's not trancing.
All right. Does anyone find themselves taking up the cooking or anything like that, or any of the hunting for food? All right, cooking for Shar, and hunting for Ignatius, or cooking for Ignatius as well?
Well, he doesn't have a bow, so he's probably
Well,
cooking.
here's what I'm going to suggest, because I think we have a few people with survival, and I think Kethri's probably going to want to be doing a little bit of scouting and foraging for. So I think Ignatius and Kethri started doing that kind of foraging for alchemical stuff together. So maybe Grisura would hunt. Does that make sense?
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of that, and I sort of thought of something when you said cooking. It's like, yeah, no, I'll be hunting for herbs, as they say.
Nice. Okay, good. Well, we will. I will pull together some herbs that you find in the downtime here and get those to you. Now, since you're both working on that, I'm going to make a. I guess it would be a survival check for me, Ignatius, currently, but you are working towards like an herbalism proficiency each time you do this.
Nat 20.
Oh,
26.
Okay, let me make a note.
Yeah.
Beautiful. 26. Yes. Okay. All right. So I will get that for you. That definitely affects what you find and how much, and your advancement towards herbalism. Okay. First week goes by. Each night,
I had one thing before we passed. Eris is going to, as they get closer to spots where she had that dream, she's gonna just kind of think about that as they go on, and kind of try to meditate on that. And it's like, any more guidance, or was I supposed to stay back there?
Oh no! Nice. Okay. All right. Nothing currently in the first week, but it is good to know that we'll make an adjustment for things. Okay.
Yeah, she's gonna just continually do that as they journey.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, definitely want to be sure you're yeah, on the right path. Okay. Yeah, so I imagine, Eris is probably helping with the wood, for the campfires, and everyone's setting up jars, cooking. Um, sh- you know, Shar's cooking is. Oh, what is it you're making sure? Just like basics, whatever is hunted and picked that day?
I think she'd try out different ideas with whatever's presented.
Yeah, with what you have set up in your backstory, cooking's good. Good. Things come out real, crispy where they should be crispy and moist where they should be moist. And none of the opposite. Well seasoned, very tasty. All right. So as far as watches for the week, I imagine we'll go through the regular rounds. I promise I'll remember this 1 week. It's probably going to be 20 weeks from now. I'm so sorry. First watch is usually Ignatius question mark. Okay, Ignatius. Grisura's second watch.
That was
No,
I second
Eris.
watch.
Okay. Eris second watch. Grisura third watch. Okay, thank you. So Ignatius, go ahead and roll a perception check just for the week. Good travel. Being level 4, still in the range there. 4 and 5 of those. Some critters being dangerous enough where there might be random encounters. But
22, 16 plus.
oh, okay. Yeah, let me gather everyone's rolls and then hear to this. Eris, go ahead and roll your perception check if you could.
8.
Nice. Okay. And Grisura.
10.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot that's new out here. Different wildlife, different fauna, different flora. There's just a whole different across this whole continent. Very changes quickly, and it's learning and knowing what's dangerous and what doesn't take some time. So some of the perception checks are a little lower, trying to navigate through what's dangerous, what's not. Ignatius, you've been through here pretty thoroughly with your map making, so that aligns with your role. And thankfully, nothing approaches that seems to be of any sort of danger on this first week. All hardy enough where things are staying at bank. Okay. Next week, it's going to take about a week to get to the river crossing. So you continue navigating for the next week. Let's see. Okay. If there's anything anyone wants over this next week, let me know. Otherwise, we'll put you at the end of the week. We've got a river crossing. River's probably about a quarter mile wide. I think that you can fly people and other things like that, but let me know what you'd like to do as far as crossing with supplies.
I'm assuming that Eris has a waterproof bag, knapsack,
That
rucksack,
makes
whatever.
sense.
So she can start taking supplies and just swimming across.
Nice.
If so the people who are flying can fly everybody and she'll just be the delivery boat.
Excellent. With a rapid speed, you go, you're just back and forth. Yeah, Shar, Catherine, and Ash, I imagine then will offer to bring Grisura and Ignatius over. Ignatius and Grisura, are you feeling up for the ride?
Oh, certainly. 400 yards. Yeah.
Nice, yeah. Okay. And it takes about an hour to get all of the goods across, and fly carefully, make the extra trips, and get resituated, everyone with their own gear on the other side, where you are all ready to go again. This time, can I have just a blanket perception check from everybody? I think we'll do for watching for the week. And I'll go backwards this time. So, Eris, once you're set, let me know what you got.
17.
Oh. Right. Shar?
17.
Okay, nice. Ignatius?
12.
Oh, okay. Ash?
20 total.
Nice. And Grisura?
8.
Beautiful. Okay. thankfully, on the next week, there's also nothing that decides to take a chance on picking you off for a meal. So another week of a safe journey. Get back into our map and see where we are next. Lovely. Oops. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. There's the river. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, this works so well. Another week, and you can. The road crosses through Port Laris. So we'll do another roll for the week first, and then I'll check in and see if you all want to stop at Port Laris, or if first before we do the roll, does anyone have anything during this week of travel?
Especially during the river crossing, but just also during the tape. Eris is still meditating on her everything.
Okay. Yep. We good. All right. In that case, fresh perception, if you don't mind, for this next leg of the journey. Legs are a little tired. You did a lot of hiking on the mountain, but this is day after day. It kind of wears down a little bit. Grisur, let me know what you got.
6.
Thanks. Okay, Ash.
8 total.
8. Okay, Ignatius.
15.
Hey, Shar.
18.
And Eris.
5.
5. Okay. All right. Thankfully, Shar's got a great vantage point up above. There's a lot of patrolling from the skies. And all right. So you actually see something approaching, maybe, but as you fly over to get closer and check it out, you scare it off. As that was a close roll, but it did not decide. It missed its mark to attack. So another week without any danger, thankfully. However, a couple things go down during this week on the way to Port Laris. It may or may not affect whether you want to stop at Port Laris. The first is a dream for Eris. Putting forward this. You've called me. You've shown me this. Now I'm over here. Is this it? Give me some direction. You find in your dream, it starts in the familiar Port Rumon. You find yourself on the. Where'd my notes go? Gosh, what happened to my notes? You find yourself out on the. There it is. Docks. It's just before the next fishing season. They go out and fish for like 2 or 3 months and then come back. So the docks are full. You're unloading. You're on a ship and you're unloading goods and loading up other stuff. And you find yourself just drawn. You set down, which you would never do, right? But you just stop your work and set down the cargo you had and walk to the end of one of the ports, and you feel called to find something in the water, or that there is something in the water, and you need to see it. You don't need to find it, but it's calling to you like a greeting. And you leap off in this dream down into the water and swim out into the open ocean, 20 feet below, 30 feet below the surface. Swim. And then, oddly, though the water shouldn't be getting darker here because you're only 20, 30 feet down, it begins to in front of you and around you. And there's maybe 30 feet out that's this light water where you can see things, and there's motion in the darkness, and you're trying to track it and focus on what it is. And then from just the edge of the darkness, maybe 20 feet wide or so, a side fin of a really large, a shark when you see it, like a megalodon shark, and you see it. Just the blade cuts through, and kind of almost like it's shocked or bit, it kind of swims away, and you wake up, and you're not sure totally what to make of it. Feel like Port Roumont was in there. Okay. Well, what's the rest of this? What's going on? Let's see. And that roll perception was okay. All right. Meanwhile, this last week, Ash, gosh, you have started. You've caught a cold or something. You started sneezing, runny nose, flushed cheeks. It's all like a head cold, basically.
Damn it.
Yeah. Nice.
Everybody drink.
So it's getting it's been you've had it maybe 2.5 days by the time you arrive at this Port Laris. It's been getting a little bit worse each day. So you're sort of in the thick of it as far as head colds go today. You all wish to stop that?
Question.
Oh yeah.
Each day that she has it, she'd probably try to cast Lesser Restoration on herself.
Oh, okay. Take a look. Restoration.
You just do it once.
Okay, you can end one
Each day.
disease or one condition afflicting it. Okay, all right. Now I think that let's see, disease versus yeah, you give it a shot each day. Doesn't seem to be affecting it. I think that in your history, you probably would find some things when you get sick, it helps. Other things it doesn't, might be outside of a disease, and it hasn't caused a full condition like blindness or anything like that. So sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't, but unfortunately, this one's a bugger. Would you all like to stop into the relatively small port town of Port Laris? I'll add, Eris, you know that this is a shipwrights port. They build ships here. That's their main thing. They repair and build ships here. There's not a lot of exchange of goods. It's much more new ships and repairs. I'll see you all. See the city in the distance. And can have a conversation if you wish.
Are we stopping there?
I would like to.
Do we need a day's rest in a warm bed?
I would be all for that. And I hear sneezing sometimes, so I think maybe we get some shelter.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah.
Shar would do like very over the top, like flip in the sky and kind of like a free fall down before catching herself, like right above everyone.
You okay?
Is there a fighter's guild in this town?
Dan, is there a fighters guild in this town?
There is.
Eris would know.
Yeah, there's a fighters guild. So there's a very tiny like arena, but it's not good here. It's not good pickings.
She'll look up at Shar. It's very small.
And then I'll just fly back out.
I'd love to look for spells, but I could, we can rest. That's fine.
There's not much in the way of that anyways. It's mostly
No, I
just
know.
okay. Yeah, I would like a bed.
Nice.
Could use to hear a bard or a minstrel. That's what I could use. Some new tales, maybe a new song.
All right. Not you. And you all decide to head on in and get a good night's rest. It is nice to get out of the cold, out of the snow, have some dry clothes for an evening, for a day. You're all able to get a pretty good night's rest in here. As you walk in, you find, as Eris was sharing, that it's a shipwrights port. So it's just a lot of workers that live here. It really is. There's a small couple of taverns and inns for travelers. Not much but they're decent beds. They're dry and warm. Get some warm bellies, and yeah, you're able to have a good night's rest.
And
Ash
now,
would
now that we're at the ocean, Eris is gonna go swimming for a little while.
Nice, nice.
Probably for like an hour, just riding the currents and then going to bed.
Love it. Very refreshing. Yeah, to just reconnect for a little bit.
Ash would
would
leave a
check
couple
out
of
the guild.
pamphlets.
so
Sorry, go ahead.
Shar's gonna check the guild, and Ash is what?
Leaving a couple of pamphlets. Different
Okay.
couple places.
Right. So, Grizzly, you do find there's a number of people, Bard included, that were traveling but have decided to just wait until it warms up a little bit before they do their land part of their journey. So, there are some new tales to be shared. In fact, would you mind doing an investigation check for me? Because I know it's not necessarily that, but we'll just use it for luck and see if you find anything interesting. Tales.
17.
Okay. All right. In that case, you've heard tales from Fort Rumont, as they had just recently come through there and then docked here before, now waiting to do their land journey. They, the minstrel, the bard, shares that there's an infamous pirate, Bjorn Midstaval. And Bjorn and his crew have recently docked up in Port Rumont the past months, causing a lot of fear and concern for many of the merchants and locals in the city. However, it seems that Bjorn Midstaval hasn't broken any laws yet that can be proven. And so the guards are refusing to do anything. There's nothing, their hands are tied. Yeah, and that seems to be kind of the thing of note that pops up with that role. Let's see, Shar, you had the all right, you're heading down to the the fighter's pit. So there isn't even an exterior pit. It's like a viewing room inside. That's like 40 feet by 25 feet, rectangle with some stands around the edge, and it's a really small oval, quote unquote, arena pit, on the inside at the base of that. There really aren't any challengers. It's just the members of the fighter guild that are here. There is, the leader of the fighters guild here and other people if you wish to challenge anybody. They all look like, doesn't look like much of a challenge here.
If no one looks like they'd be a challenge, then I'd just leave.
Yeah. Okay. And the leader of the Fighters Guild looks like they might offer something. You can probably spar and tell that you're a little bit stronger than they are. I mean, easily. I don't want to put margins on it, but definitely stronger than the Fighters Guild leader here. They just don't have the opportunity to hone their skills. There are not a lot of people here to practice with. Okay, and Ash, you make some more pamphlets. You passing those around town here?
Yeah, she would just take a couple and like leave them in different little places.
Yes.
But she would also probably, if they have time, like she would just kind of like walk around the town as well, just looking around.
Okay. Yeah, it's an interesting place at night. A lot of the shipwrights will work well into the night. Many are just daytime places. Some are open yard open yard construction areas. You're not supposed to walk through there, but you could. Nothing's stopping you. There aren't, walls because they've got to move all this stuff once these sections are built. They can't really have a lot of walls in a number of areas, except for like where security is important. Are you walking through any of the shipyards, or just sort of the town sticking to
Yeah,
the
she would
streets?
she would go anywhere. She would just kind of walk around anywhere that she could.
The workers don't seem to, pay any mind. They just give you a heads up, like careful around here. Keep your eyes up, and make some small talk with you. You're welcome to pass out some pamphlets to some of them that'll be on break
Yeah.
and be happy to chat. Kind of a pleasant evening, nice folks. Happy to take a break from their hard work to chat. Ignatius, anything for you? Or you just
Ignatius would have probably seeing Eris go off for a swim. He probably would have pulled up a chair on a nearby dock or boat ramp or something. Just looked out over the ocean, just waiting for Eris to come back. Just not for a conversation, just making sure that they come back.
Oh, yeah.
And just marvel at the ocean while he's waiting.
Beautiful. Yeah, you get a gorgeous sunset over here, like on this coast especially. It's just absolutely stunning. And I don't know how much coastal area you've seen, but of course there's the smells of the ocean, which I have an affinity for because I grew up by the ocean, but it's not for everybody. So it's up to you if it's pungent or refreshing. Yeah. Nice.
Ignatius just sees it as different, something.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of smells, so yeah.
Ocean's nice and calm. Oh, and the surf crashing on the. It can put you to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. At one point, Eris, of course, does return. Eris, I'll stop in case you end up wanting to chat, Eris. Maybe you see Ignatius once you head back up to the dock. Don't have to, but just want to pause in case.
Yeah, she'll go over, wringing the seawater out of her braid. Now that's the face of a man who looks like he's got something on his mind.
No, I'm just it strikes me as incredibly intriguing that I look out over this ocean that's just as vast as the lands that I've walked, but I know nothing about them.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It is. It's. I've heard tale that there's places as deep as the mountains I've climbed. And
Yeah.
Yeah. It's what's down there.
We don't know.
That's the
it's
thing that
too
intrigues
dark
me.
to see.
Yeah, and I certainly can't breathe beyond 5 feet.
I wouldn't take you underwater even if you asked me. I'd be worried about putting your hair out.
I wonder what I would do. Yeah, let's not find out.
Yeah.
Enough trials and tribulations with snow.
You'll find the oceans a mite more interested than the snow.
Yeah, there's just a lot more to find out
Mhm.
there.
Oh, the fish stories I could tell you.
I heard that fish stories are quite common.
It'll be a fun journey.
I hope so.
Lovely. Right. I think the two of you, find your way back to wherever you all are staying.
Yeah.
And if no one has anything else, I'll say get a good night's rest here. That's your rest. Morning comes around, you all hitting the road the next day. Hey. I think Kethri is going to have picked up breakfast for everyone. Just one more for the road that we're not gonna have. I love your cooking, Char. There's fresh, ingredients here and the seafood, and I thought let's all just have a nice breakfast, a seafood breakfast, and whatever seafood breakfast options.
They do it in Japan.
Yeah. Partake or not is a-okay, right? Oh, Ignatius, can I have you roll just 2 more of those survival checks? I want to keep track of those for your gathering.
All right, 2 more. Okay.
Yeah, I entirely forgot.
All right, that's a 12, and I'll get you another one.
Excellent.
And a 22.
Ooh, nice. All right. Well, setting out the next day, Ash, you find like the more negative aspects of that head cold have left. Thank goodness. Nose still a lot of runny nose business, a lot of boogies and such, but not like none of the pressure, none of the headache, the cold sweats, none of that. It's all seems to have passed. Just a lot of sniffles and nose blowing.
Yeah, Ash might stay on her broom a little bit more that day than while she has the sniffles, so she doesn't bother anyone.
Okay. All right. Well, on to the next week of travel. We'll just do a quick perception check for everyone for this next week. And go backwards this time. Start with Eris once you're ready.
12.
12, okay. Shar?
9.
9, nice. Ignatius?
Dice are evening out. 10.
Nice. Ash?
21 total.
Okay, nice. And Grisera?
15.
Beautiful. Thankfully, you've got another week. Lucky rolls so far of travel without anything harassing you. Plenty of game to hunt. You're now traveling up the coast. You've broken free of following the edge of the forest by hitting the port city. Now it's just right up the coast. You've got the ocean, often with a beach right there on your left as you're navigating. Allowing for plenty of, in the evenings, Eris, you're welcome. You get plenty of time now to jump in the ocean and do your thing. And Ignatius, you can take it in. Different, you see like there's storms some nights, and there's, beautiful sunny stuff other days, and it's just rough oceans, soft oceans, all that. There's plenty of game you're able to hunt down easily. Go with some more tasty food with Shar. I think, no, I guess no one's really done any fishing before, huh? We'll probably...
With the obvious exception.
Yeah, like hands-on fishing. Yeah, that's true, I guess Char's hand grabbed a fish as well, so if any of you want to fish too, you're welcome to have at it whoever you see fit. But another week goes by without trouble. Anything for any of y'all this week? I'll add, Ash, your nose is still, it's annoying. That lingers after. It's not the congestion, it's just the runny nose and the boogies are driving you nuts.
She would stay on her broom above everyone more than so.
Anything for anyone else this next week? Char, what you got?
Sometime throughout the week, during the third watch, where Grisera is doing theirs, Shar will come out of her tent to talk to them.
Grisera will start to knock their bow before they realize that it's Shar. Sorry, I'm a little jumpy. Can't sleep?
I wanted to know if I could ask you a favor.
Ask, sure.
If the monastery were to find us, and if I were unable to fight them off, would you kill me before they take me?
Certainly try.
That's all I needed.
Are you just turn after that, or you... I don't want to interrupt you if you have more. But if you were just...
No, I think she'd just go out into the woods
Okay.
after that.
Before you go, I would have a real quick follow-up question.
Ooh.
They're not after Catherine, are they?
They think she's dead.
If they grabbed her, same or no?
I prefer if she wasn't taken.
I think we
I
prefer
prefer her
none of
alive.
us were taken. That's fair. Yep.
I can't speak on what she'd want.
Understood.
More the realness hits you, Shar. The realness of the downsides of finding Catherine, of traveling with Catherine. All the positives that you've experienced, that downside of if they find you, they find her. You settle off to beat some trees into submission as you process. Oh, that was good. That was good. um, sorry, I thought I was knocking at my door. Like, the introverts, like, go away. We'll see. Maybe it's a different one. All right, I guess that wraps up this week. Ignatius, one more roll, if you would, for this week.
Certainly.
Keep that tally,
Survival, right?
please.
17.
All right, these are great. All right.
Now that we're at the ocean, I feel comfortable, Eris feels comfortable offering to go do other survival checks underwater for potentially useful plants.
Okay. Nice. All right, so Kethri will probably show you some illustrations of different sea life, plant life. That'd be handy. That's really handy. Okay, let's see. How do we want to do that?
I do have proficiency in
You
survival.
do? Okay, go ahead and make that survival check then. Excellent.
14.
All right, let me separate this up with Eris. 14, you said?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
And whatever I find, I'll just hand over to Catherine.
Okay. These are Ignatius, just so I know which ones are for the C stuff. That's it. All right, that's excellent. All right, next week up. Let me just go back to our doc here. We took a week out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is going to get us halfway between Port Laris and Port Rumont. So that's exciting. Let's do our fresh perception checks for the week. We'll do that first at the top. Oh. And let me know, Eris, what you get first.
9.
9, okay. And Shar?
21.
Nice. Ignatius?
24.
Woo! Ash?
21 total.
Ooh, good rounds tonight. And Grazura?
8.
Right. Okay. It's another week where everyone just gets my fine, I guess.
Stub toe.
Yeah, it does. It's great. Clearly, the great moss is on your side. Um, all right, another week goes by, but I'm gonna just jump a little earlier in the week, about maybe 2.5, 3 days into this week. Ash, I imagine at this point, because the runny nose boogies are still there, it's been forever. It's probably feeling a little frustrating. Are you still mostly like during travel staying on your broom up above?
Yeah.
Are you having like breakfast and lunch, dinner, and sleeping in your?
Yeah. No, yeah, she would still have like lunch, dinner around everyone. She might
Okay.
try to keep herself a little kind of couple 3-4 feet away extra, than usual.
Okay. All right. So 2.5, 3 days in, feeling kind of frustrated. This is lunchtime.
Yeah, 6 foot distance.
Yeah, you're keeping your yeah. It's blowing your nose. When you've done it for a week, it gets really irritated, and you swear you've got this sizable blob of gooey mucus hanging out of one of your nostrils, and like you don't know it, but some people, I don't know if anyone's gonna point that out to her, like what friend type you are. If you're like, I'm gonna let them have that, or just let them know, like, oh,
There's something hanging out of your nose.
Oh, I'm sorry. She'll try to wipe it away.
Okay. As you set your focus to clearing this gooey obstruction, you quickly realize that it's like latched on the inside, and as you try and obstruct it, it retracts back into your nasal cavity of its own free will. This is not a boogie at all. How do you react?
Guys, I know this sounds really weird, but I think that I have something inside of me.
What? Yeah, Nations will walk
Catherine's
over.
like, are you expecting?
No, I'm not pregnant. I think there's something like a bug inside my nose, and I can't. I don't know what to do.
Want me to smack your head to get it out?
Maybe that will work. Maybe if I hold my head down and you smack the back of it.
You kind of tip your head a little. You feel well inside the wriggling of that.
Go ahead, just smack me on the back of the head and see if it comes out when you hit me.
Can Grisura make a medicine check before we hit you?
Absolutely, Grisura, you can jump in.
Yeah, beat Ignatius as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was gonna do
I'm gonna have Catherine because she has a little bit of history. Oh, okay with this. All right, Grisura, what you got?
Natural 20 for 21.
And
very
Ignatius?
nice. 18.
Okay. So you're like, wait. And Grisura, you're kind of, looking up the nasal passageway. Ignatius, you're checking some vitals. Grisura, you know what this says. You're familiar with this. It's called shepherd's worm. It's a parasitic worm that can be contracted while out in the road or out in nature. It gets its name from the frequency of occurrences first found in shepherds who spend most of their time out in the wilds. You know that there are often there's like an alchemical cure. There's something you can put together a poultice to drink. You're not really sure what's in it, but you've seen it administered a number of times.
Is it going to kill me? Have any of you seen any moths land on any dirt lately? Like on any gravestones? Have we passed any gravesites that I didn't see? Because if they land on the dirt by a gravestone, that's a really bad sign.
Catherine, do you know how to make a poultice for shepherd's worm?
Gross. That's what it is. I mean, yes, I do. Let's see if we have the goods.
Eris, do not hit Ash in the back of the head.
And she was like, ready to go.
Right, mid wind up.
Well, we thought. Glad some of us are smart here.
Okay, so good news and bad news. I know how to make it. Good news. We have worm tongue petals. That's half of the requirements. Good news. We don't have cactus juice, and that's a desert sort of item. We might be able to buy it in town if they have some. Otherwise, I don't know if this hurts you or if you can live with it. We have to live with it till we get some cactus juice. Now, Grisura, with your medicine check and your familiarity with this, I mean, people go years sometimes without realizing, that it's a parasite and not just some bad ailment of nasal infection. So you can live with that. It's just a little uncomfortable.
Reserva will relay all of the above.
Okay. All right. Well, it's fine. I can just stuff up my nose, and that way it can't come out and like eat my face. Um.
Yeah, kind of
It
like
doesn't eat your face.
Okay. What is it? Does it eat my insides?
Well,
Is
that's
it-
a good question, Ashton. 'Cause, I guess it would probably feed off some of the food that you're eating. It just kind of collects it as you're swallowing. We'll just
Oh,
make
so I
it
have to
gross
eat for
like that.
two after
Yeah.
all. Okay. All right.
If you want, we can stick your head into the ocean and use it as bait for fishing.
Can I try something?
Oh yeah.
As
Okay.
long as it's not any of Eris's ideas, yes, you can try something.
You sure?
Hey, who said it was a bad idea?
No.
My name is Grisura.
Yeah, what do you want to try, Shay? Or sorry, you're talking to the party, right? Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I'm talking more player to DM.
Oh, okay.
Like those teapot things that people do, and
Oh,
they
the
like
tea
pour
nettles.
Oh,
into
neti
the-
pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we try that?
You could definitely give it a shot. Let me pause because Grisura wrote so well in the medicine check, and it does fit in with her backstory to know about this. That would be an extreme measure, which might work. Or the danger with these isn't so much that they exist there. They'll feed off like the mucus, they'll feed off the food, and other things like that, and off the blood if they need to. They'll tap in like in the way a mosquito would and kind of draw blood. The danger is in trying to get them out, they retreat. And if you try something aggressive, they can retreat way up where, like in the brain cavity, like through the up into the ocular socket, back into the brain there, and areas you don't want them to be. So it might work. Sometimes it does. Other times it drives them into a place where it'll affect you as a person.
We're probably best to search for the cactus juice, honestly.
Yeah, let's.
Okay.
Oh,
Are we
that sounds
passing?
exciting.
Are we passing any deserts? On our way to there. Looks at Ignatius mostly.
Glaciers will check his
Um,
overall. There's some. Oh god, there's swamps.
There's
and
really
there's-
not too much. There's
No, not
man.
really. No. Maybe our best bet is an apothecary near Port Rumont or in
We'll
Port
probably have
Rumont.
to wait until we get into Port Rumont.
Yeah, I mean there's
Okay.
like patches here and there. There's some patches in the Plains of Terror, some patches out in Hadania, the Plains of Hadania. There's some patches on the Fading Plains just before you get down to the Hills of Stone and Terminus in the center there. And some patches in the Plains of Power if you were to go east of Port Rumha all the way over heading towards Stone Fury Landing.
It's fine. I can live with it until we get to Port Rumont, and I'll just eat
Hopefully
some
they'll
extra
have some-
food.
Yeah, it's just sticking out, looking up like this. It comes down and it comes back up like it's looking like it's conscious, kind of looking around as you're talking.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. I mean, as long as it doesn't hurt me, I won't hurt it, and we'll live in peace together. So, I'm just gonna get on my broom and get away from everyone right now, so you don't have to look at me.
It kind of
Bye.
waves like this to everybody.
No, let's not go too crazy there, Dan, please.
That's what the worms do. So sorry.
Hmm.
And up you go. All right. Well, that's halfway through the week. As you approach the end of the week, you find that there is the road is overgrown with some sort of weed that's maybe I don't know, 6 feet tall in some areas, upwards of 10 feet in others, and it's just grown like across the road. It's as far as you can see to one side, as far as you can see, you're pretty close to the coast on the other side here. But this is a portion that's in like a day from the beach. So, it's just this huge patch of overgrown weed. But I will roll for Kethri and anyone that wants to do a survival check to try and identify what this might be may do so. Grisuri, you would actually have advantage given your back goodies.
Go ahead, I'll make a survival check.
Let me start with, I guess, Eris, are you doing a survival? Nope. Okay. Shar, I don't think you have it. Ignatia?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you
actually.
do?
So,
Great. Okay.
Joke's on you. Assumptions. 15.
Okay. The DC just went up. That's weird. Just kidding. All right. 15. Ignatius.
10. I'm worried about the worm.
Oh, sure. Yeah. And Grizzle.
7.
7. Okay. You're not sure. I don't think any of you are sure. Or you wouldn't have really encountered this before either. Just really tough to identify. Thankfully, Kethri does with her roll. Think, oh no. Well, don't get too close. Everyone, stay back in case anyone's approaching. This is chokeweed. It does this sometimes. Just it consumes everything in its path, and then dies out like a week or two later, and leaves little seeds that flutter in the wind. But it will choke and strangle anything that like touches it. It has a reflex to grab and just it. We can, I don't know. I guess I think sometimes people burn it or kill it with some plant killer or like do a controlled burn. If anyone has that.
Eris looks at Ignatius.
All right, how much chokeweed
I'm sure
is it?
everyone turns around to Ignatius.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
How
either
much
poison it,
chokeweed is it?
salt it, stuff like that.
Let me just check one thing.
Yeah.
Okay, it does not say that this requires an attunement. So, what I will do, what Ignatius is thinking,
Mm-hmm.
is depending. Let me see how long this lasts. It lasts up to a minute. So depending on how much there is of this chokeweed,
Mm-hmm.
is there it's the question of what I'm going to use.
Mm-hmm.
Well, most of it's just going to be a burning hands if I have to touch it. I don't want to risk touching it. All right. So what the hell? Let's go. Flaming sphere at second level.
Oh, nice. That's a 60-foot push, right?
Yep, 60-foot push, and it's a 5-foot ball basically that just rolls around at my command.
Nice. Okay, yeah, 5 feet.
Sets everything on fire.
Pretty clear space. So you
Last a minute.
Nice. All right, you bring forth this 5-foot sphere of just flaming magical energy, and as you give that quick first test, it singes through perfectly and incinerates everything, this plant in its path, leaving a 5-foot swath. The rest of it sort of like retreating, pulling away from the fire. That's probably your shot. If you were to all follow right behind this, you could push through. You send it 60 feet, and you still see more on the other end. It seems to be a relatively big swath of this stuff.
Oh, okay. So
So,
it's something we have to traverse.
You probably have to keep it up and keep going.
Okay.
Can it be flown over, or is it too tall?
Looks like only 6 feet here, 12 feet there. It could be flown over.
The rest of us will run probably.
Okay. All right,
Yeah,
so
so quote pardon the pun. I'll blaze a path
nice.
through the.
All right, is anyone who's doing what? I'll check with Ash next. What are you doing? Is Ignatius Sirius's way?
Ash will fly over it. We'll just get on her broom and try to go high
Okay.
above it.
Excellent. Grisura, how about you?
I'm gonna wait to see how this pans out. If there isn't a safe path, I don't want to try anything.
Okay. Perfect. Shar, how about you?
Probably waiting.
Sorry, you're what? You're flying over, or were you following them? You're waiting?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and Eris, how about you?
So once it's on fire, does the weed start to spread back, or is it going away from the fire?
It burns that 5 foot wide opening, and the rest kind of like reacts by pulling away a little bit. Like it's sensing the fire and pulling.
But it doesn't. But so once he pushes it through, does it look like it's gonna close back behind us, or is it just a
No, there's no
charred
growing
trail?
back or anything. Yeah. Now, because it's 5 feet wide and some of this is 6 feet, it could, reach over. But right now, it's not trying to do. It's just pulling away from the flame and reaction. There might be a window right behind this flame that would be good to stay in. Possibly would be your
Well-
quick impression.
Well, are we going or not? It doesn't look like it's growing back, so let's go. Eris is gonna start walking
Right.
behind the ball.
Yeah, that's what I'll. For a minute, I will keep walking. I don't know how far it is, how long the chokeweed is
Right.
out there.
Yeah, you push through round after round after round. I'm so sorry, Grisur, were you running through? Or were you waiting to?
Waiting.
Waiting. Okay. You push through. You find your way through before the minute ends. Ignatius, you're out on the other side. For Shar and Grisura, Eris, you went with Ignatius, I think, right? So you've also been in that window behind where everything was reacting to the flame and moving away. After Ignatius passes through and the flames are gone, the weeds sort of return to their upright on either side. There's a 5 foot opening, but the weeds are sort of looking now like they could reach over into that 5 foot space.
That didn't look very safe, did it?
It's insane.
How far did we travel, Dan? Was it a mile or less?
Oh, less than a mile for sure.
Because Grizzor's still on the other side, correct? Everyone else is
Grisura and Shar are back on the original side.
okay.
Probably Kethri's gonna
Um,
wait with Shar.
I mean, if we can fly high enough over it,
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, Ash
Just
did.
that.
pick Grisura up.
Okay, that sounds safer than what they did, I think.
Ash is going to kind of take Cassie out her broom and whisper something to it,
Okay.
and we'll send the broom back to Grizzor.
Oh, okay. Broom comes down. Kind of tap tap. Floats next
They
to
seem to be popular today.
you.
All right.
Quick
I'll
question.
get on the broom and let the broom
Okay.
Okay.
go then.
Nice.
Ash would have wiped off the extra snot off of it before sending it over,
Nice.
of course.
Nice.
God.
Mm-hmm.
So is anyone walking the trail?
I think it just leaves
Oh, okay, so
no one. Yeah, Shar and Kethri
yeah,
can fly.
Eris followed me. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Like, the other two were flying, right? Okay.
Mhm.
Good job, Cassie.
Nice.
Give Cassie a few words of praise before kind of putting it.
Oh, Jesus.
Mhm. Thank you, Casey.
Thank you.
All right. Well, with that, you've made it through the chokeweed. Yay! With only 2 weeks left to get to Port Romont. Let me get a quick roll for Eris and for Ignatius for that survival for plant life, if I may. And Ignatius, let me know what you get first.
Ah, hey, you know what? I'm gonna burn a lucky.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. We just
It was thanks to your gathering that there were wormtongue petals.
exact same number. 8.
Luck is just not treating you
Luck
right
is
so
just that
far.
that luck sometimes just loves to give you the finger.
Yeah. Eris, what'd you get?
I used my D6 and I got an 11.
Okay, nice, nice, excellent. With 2 weeks left, camp set up for a nice long rest. Everyone gets a full belly and is ready to go use the bathroom as they need after a good meal. And with that, we'll take our bio break. For anyone who doesn't know, take about a 10-minute bio break. So our audio will be hot. Chat with us if you want. But we will catch you in about 10. See you then. Whew. Made it through the chokeweed. Port Roulette, yeah, 2 weeks away. Shepherd's Worm. Okay. I'm gonna snap. I'll be right back. So it looks like a snap. One of those other things. All right. Bum, 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 bum. Jeez. Oops. Hey, Tasha.
Hey,
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm here.
Good, good, good. Welcome.
Out of breath. I'm good. I'm good. I'm here. I'm out of breath.
Oh no. We got a couple minutes, so settle
yay.
in. Yeah.
Oh, Tasha, thank God you're here. We have a noseworm problem.
Ew.
Mm.
No.
Yeah. Ash got a cold. And then was getting better, but had a lot of like boogies, runny nose still. And someone pointed it out for her. She had a big goopy boogie hanging out. And she went to get
Wow.
it, but it just pulled itself back in. And it was like, it's called a shepherd's worm. You knew you have an alchemical thing to fix it. You only have one of the ingredients. Cactus juice you don't have. But yeah, Grisura and Ignatius did medicine checks. They're like, oh, it's shepherd's worm, it's called. It's up in there good. Living its best life.
That's disgusting.
They like to hang out and they breathe, they use oxygen. They'll come out like, get that. So often when Ash is talking now, it's just sort of like, yeah. Bent up boogie.
Well, fun. Fun.
Mm-hmm.
Fun. I guess I made it back just in time.
other than that, we've just been making our way up the coast, making our way.
Nice.
Catherine was like, imagine all the amazing, wonderful things I can do with alchemy. Nope, noseworms.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
All right. Well. I'll bring this back here. It's our boxes since you're here. Mix the crew up to get our nameplates back. All right. Zero. Here. That's there. Ignatius, Charm. Which you. There are Ketri and Eris. Excellent. There we go. Yay. Okay. Well, let's have back at it. We have 2 more weeks of journeying to reach Fort Brumat. And we did all of our checks, so let's we'll go the next week for anything over this next week of travel that anyone would like to do.
What I messaged you about, Dan, would take effect this week.
Just double check and see if I
You responded to it
okay.
on Discord.
If you do, and if that just happens, oh, that okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Is there any chance that Catherine will be the first person awake at some point?
Sure. She'll be an early riser. That makes sense.
Okay. Well, with Grisura being on third watch, at some point, if Catherine's up, kind of a bit early and it's just 2 of them. Catherine, if the operatives from that monastery come after us, are you safe? Are you okay? Would they come after you?
I honestly, I don't know. I don't think, no, I think I'm okay. I mean, they try to kill me pretty much. So, like, they probably already think I'm dead. So they're probably like, oh my God, if they saw me again, they'd be like, what the fuck? Actually, since if they did see me again, I don't know. I don't know. So,
It might be worthwhile perhaps having some potion available just in case. Some alchemical solution to the problem. Give it some thought.
okay. What kind of oh, okay. Oh, hmm. I will look into this. God, exactly. I haven't thought about any of, okay. Let's just add one more thing on my docket.
Do me a favor,
Mm-hmm.
keep this between us.
Okay. I do that.
Right, morning carries on.
Do we want to inform the player? Catherine won't know, but Tasha probably should know what was said in the
Yeah.
first half.
Yeah.
So earlier on in the journey, Shar got up early and asked Grisura if Shar was captured by the monastery, would Grisura kill her?
Oh, yes.
And
Yes.
Grisura said they would try. So this is the follow on, trying to. Because I also asked what about Catherine, and Shar wasn't sure. So now you're up to speed, but Catherine isn't.
Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Oh, good. All right, traveling back up the coast, ocean on your left here during the days and nights. Beach and ocean. Anything else for this week?
Ash would stay up on her broom
Okay.
while traveling.
All right. Well, yeah, you spent another week up there, Ash. Of course, you know that this isn't contagious. The Grisura would have shared, that this isn't contagious. And, you probably start considering, settling in for the long haul. They might have something in Port Rumont. Hopefully, they'll have some of that cactus juice. But if not, you might have to find a way to live in your room for a little bit. Just because it's been weeks of traveling, you might start thinking, okay, um, since you've been flying separate from everybody for a few weeks now, you might have to think, do I want to do this?
No, she's embarrassed, especially if it's sticking out and looking her up. No, she's embarrassed. So she would stay up there. It's mostly just out of embarrassment now than like thinking that
Gotcha.
they could tell her that it's not contagious, but she
Yeah.
would be embarrassed
All right.
about it.
Put that in, few weeks
Yeah.
of doing it might start bouncing around a little about the future and what to do in regards of that. All right. Well, with this week ends, let's do our perception checks all around. And I'll start with Grisura.
7.
Okay. Ash.
It's a 5 total.
Okay. Ignatius.
25.
25. Okay. Shar.
22.
Okay. Catherine.
4.
Nice. Okay, let me quickly get Ignatius's and Kethri. Ignatius, a survival check for gathering herbs, and Kethri, your herbalism check, if you have that in there, which I think we added. Ignatius, let me know what you get first.
11.
11. Oh, don't sign me out. I've got like 5 things going on. Cut it out, Google Docs. All right, 11. And Catherine?
17.
Ooh, nice. All right.
Hey.
17. Okay. So on the 5th night of this week, during first watch, Ignatius, you set up, you're on the coast. It's beautiful. And the ocean's drawn your eye. The ocean is disgusting. Yeah. Nice. And so you're carefully patrolling, you're watching the land, you're watching the ocean. You hear a couple extra crashes of water, and you look, and there's a number of waves coming in. You don't spot anything. Go back and kind of patrol the land, and as you circle back again, this time you see slowly rising out of the water itself taking form, sort of like a tubular snakehead, sort of just rushing water, some elemental of some sort. Excuse me. Goes and starts moving up towards the camp, which is off the beach. It's on the snow, but they're approaching. If you want to, get anybody or anything.
Yeah, I'll start shouting and waking. Well, not shouting. I don't want to alert the water worm or whatever it is to our exact location. So he will hustle around camp and start waking everyone up. We got company. Big water thingy. Exact words.
Prisoner looks terrified.
Oh, okay. All right. So, with that, I'll ask everyone to go ahead and roll some initiative. You see 2 of these watery forms, and by the time you've gathered everyone coming up onto the beach, there's 2 of these again, sort of like serpent heads of water, and 3. They almost look like specters. Casper, you'll identify these as a type of ghost of drowned people hovering up as well. All right, let me hit my buttons here because I don't have my cool transition. So, I need to this and this. That off. That on. Where are you? There it is. And that off. Oh, crap. So sorry, I gotta get this other camera up and running here for stream. And then I'll switch players over. We got activate. So 1, 2. Anyway, this one isn't. So sorry. I haven't run this camera since reinstalling Windows. There we go. That's the one. Oh, I got up quite a bit here. Yeah. Whew, all right, so let's get some initiative in. Rizura, What'd you get?
5.
Okay. Ash, how about you?
Also 5.
Ooh, what are your dexterity scores? Grisora first.
12.
I think Ash is
14.
14. Yeah, okay. All right, so Ash, you'll sneak just ahead. Okay, Ignatius.
12.
Okay. 12. Shar.
11.
Oh, okay. Sure. 11. Catherine.
Also a 12.
Ooh, what's your dexterity score?
+3 or 17.
A 17. Okay,
Oh, you
Ignatius.
got it.
Mhm.
Yeah. you
Okay.
got it.
All right, Catherine sneaks in ahead. Excuse me. And Eris.
17.
Woohoo! Nice. All right, let me do a quick roll for our friends here. That is, do them together. And then we've got our ghosties. Jeez. 3. Yes. 3. All right, so at the tippity top of the round is going to be Eris. Then some of the baddies go, Kethri, you'll be on deck. So, Eris, what you got?
Okay, do I know what these watery things are?
Absolutely, you do. Yep, you're familiar with water weirds.
Oh, goody.
Mm-hmm.
So I know how to handle them. How do I
Mm.
handle them? Is just going after them with my axe gonna work, or
You know, well, depends on which weapon you're using. Your axe
my
that you
magic one?
purchase. If you're
I'll
using,
just pull out my magic one.
Mhm, that will probably not get resistance. You imagine regular weapons typically have they have resistance against just normal slashing, bludgeoning, and such, but not if it's
Excellent.
magical. Mhm.
Excellent. And let me just double, because I don't have the thing up. Is
Oh, hang
changing
on. I'm so
that
sorry.
a bonus? Is changing my weapon a bonus action, or is it a free
It
action?
is a bonus action to
It's a
shift it.
bonus action, so I can't either shift it or rage. Hmm. This is a really hard decision, actually. You know what? I'm going to put my hand on my bracer, and I'm gonna pull it out, and out comes a gigantic coral pink great axe. And I'll go after
Ooh,
the water weird. I will step
here, here.
forward to the water weird in the middle, and
This one's
oh,
a
there it is.
ghost, and this is probably your closest one.
Okay, yeah,
10,
I'll take
15,
it. So
20, 25. Mm-hmm.
heck yeah, and I will see, I can't rage because I shifted that, but I
Mm.
will attack recklessly. Yay! I rolled a 2 and a 4. Um, so that's a 9.
Okay. A 9 against these misses. Unfortunately, just kind of doesn't catch any of the meat of its essence and splashes some water instead.
And she curses in Aquan.
Nice, nice. It blushes a little. Nice.
That's my movement, my action, my bonus action. I want extra attack. That's it.
Nice. Okay, all right. Well, that particular water weird, so next Kethri, you're on deck. This water weird is going to try and attack you with a constrict attack.
It does have advantage because I attacked recklessly.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Oh, well, that helped it considerably. That, geez, that's a 24 to hit.
Nah.
Let's
Oh,
see. That's cocked. 6 and 9. 3, 12. 12 points of bludgeoning damage, which you unfortunately take currently. And you are grappled. Um, and pulled. You're already 5 feet, so you were just pulled into the water weird.
Oh, okay.
It's
It's probably
trying to
happened
drown
before.
you. Yeah, but you are.
I can breathe.
Glub, 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 glub. What are you gonna do about it? Yeah.
Just kind of like tickle it from the inside. No one's been
Nice.
able to do this before.
Awesome. Let's see. All right, so this one's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 35, 40. Ignatius, you're the closest here. It's sort of drawing up some of the snow and stuff, incorporating it, and then leaving it behind as it's kind of navigating through. This other one's going to try and do the constrict move on you, Ignatius, which is a 21 hit.
That hits.
Okay. All right, 2, 4, 8, 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled and restrained. So your speed 0. Your attacks have disadvantage. Attacks on you have advantage, and you have disadvantage on dex saving throws, but you can still make the attacks and things like that. You can also try and escape. It's grapple with an athletics or acrobatics check on your turn. Okay. Okay, let's see. That's it for the water weirds. Kethri, you're up, and Ignatius, you're on deck. Kethri, what you got?
Which one is closest to me? I need to make this.
Let's take a look. You are here, so this water weird next to Ignatius is probably closest. This is you. But there's the ghost of the drowned here and here as well, which you might be a little more familiar with, but...
The ghosties.
Yeah.
So the one with Ignatius is not a ghosty, right?
Correct. That is a water elemental.
Water. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go 30 feet towards, like, straight ahead towards the ghosty.
Okay. 5, 10, 15,
And
20, 25, 30. Perfect melee range.
Yay! Bonus action. Going to activate the Crimson Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I did right at the dawn.
Mm-hmm.
So my weapon's now shedding this really bright light
Ooh.
out to 20 feet. I've got
Yeah.
resistance to necrotic damage.
Nice.
And if it's undead, it deals extra damage.
Nice, it is. Yeah, you definitely recognize this as undead.
Perfect. I have to deal damage to myself. Hold on.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Okay. And then as bonus action, that my action, I'm going to try to attack it.
Okay.
Is it 15 hit?
15 hits.
Oh.
There, yeah, yep.
Okay. Ew. Okay. That is, break it up, 4 points of piercing damage plus 3 points of, I believe, radiant damage.
Ooh. I'm sorry, how much radiant?
How much radiant?
Yeah.
3.
3 radiant, and you had regular damage on there as well?
Yeah, so altogether 7.
7.
4 slashing, or 4 piercing, 3 radiant.
Alright, well, that radiant does some extra juicy, so thank you for separating that. That brings us to here, and then dealing extra radiant damage. Yeah, these things don't seem, the ghosts anyway, don't seem to be particularly strong. you're just hacking. You know how to hack these things, and parts of it begin disapparating. It's just sort of a light tether to the spirit there. That's all that's left. It's pretty close to being, done away with.
And that would be my turn.
Okay. No second attack. Oh no, because you used your activated your thing.
Yeah, I already
right.
used mine. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, excellent. All right, Ignatius, you're up, and Shar is on deck. Ignatius, what's cooking?
All right. Oh shit. Gonna need a hand, and he'll summon Sparks right over the weird.
Hey, it'll have to land in a spot next to it. It can start up here, so you
That's
get
fine.
it like.
That's fine. Yeah.
Do you have a preference on where you'd like it to land around?
Right next to me.
Right next to you. All right,
Okay.
so it has to do a dex save, I think, right?
Dex DC 14.
Okay, now technically you're within the creature, so that might mean
That excludes me.
it excludes you. Okay, good.
Each creature within 10 feet of the spirit, other than you.
Woo! Nice, excellent. Good. Dex is 16.
That passes. So it
It
takes
does.
no fire damage.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right. And nothing. My bonus action, I will command Sparks
Mhm.
to fire teleport me the hell out of there.
Nice, excellent. So that's up to 30 feet, I think. You have a direction?
15 actually. Oh wait,
15?
maybe since I leveled up, it might have.
Oh, maybe not.
It might have went up. Fiery teleportation. 15 feet.
Okay.
Occupied space.
You want to go up, down, left, or right? Or near someone in particular?
Who's that to my right?
This is Shar.
All right, definitely, yeah.
Okay.
In that direction.
5, 10, you can get. Well, actually, you're coming from here technically, so 5, 10, you can get this far if you like.
Yep.
Actually, you end up adjacent to them. They teleport 15 feet, so you can be back here if you want.
That's perfect.
Yep.
And another DC 14 for the teleportation for the
Oh, nice, awesome. Now that one's probably gonna. It's a natural 15 plus 18.
Yeah, it passes.
Okay.
Oh wait, what's or take? Okay, so it's a miss if it passes. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right, that's at least I'm out of its grasp. All
Whew,
right.
yeah, quickly spit out the water. Safe. All right, that means it's Shar's turn with Ash on deck. Shar, what you got?
Would I be able to flank the one that Kethri's up against with 40 feet?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me take this AirPod out. What's that?
With 40 feet of movement, would I be able to flank the one that Kethri's with?
35 feet to flank.
Okay, then I'll flank.
Fly over and land on the other side of his ghost. Nearly dead.
I'll use my bonus
Again.
action to activate my tattoo.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try and punch it.
Nice.
And my strikes do count as magical because of the tattoo.
That's right. That's right.
Natural 17
Oh, yeah.
plus 7. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Damage is 9.
What do you want this ghost obliteration to look like?
I don't know. Just punching it. I don't really have anything.
Punch it into the next life.
Okay, yeah. Just kind of like punching mist dissipates. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I use my reaction?
Yeah. Mhm. Oh, if it works on ghosts, absolutely. If it works on undead.
It's a creature, so I guess that's not going
No,
to qualify.
creature covers everything. That's the beauty of creature.
Good.
Yep.
Perfect. And because of all the blood hunter things, it doesn't matter if it has blood or well, wait, I'm not going to amplify it. Is it within 30 It's within 30 feet of the one in front of. Is that Eris?
This one here? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15 feet away.
Perfect.
I'm inside it if that changes anything you're doing.
Okay, well, I don't want to hurt you.
I'm not raging yet.
Okay.
There's one here that was just attacking Ignatius. And
Okay.
there's a ghost here that hasn't moved yet.
Let it attack the one that was hitting Ignatius.
Okay. Right here. That would be like
yeah.
10 feet. Move here.
Perfect. And it just makes just one weapon attack. I'm not going to amplify it.
Okay. One weapon attack from our ghosty. Let's plus 3. That's cocked. Let's try that again. Oh, good thing that first one was cocked. All right, that's 22 to hit. So it's going to hit. And, all right, let's get some good damage. 4, 9, 12. There's no addition on this one. 12 points of necrotic damage. Let me just check our water weird. Has no resistances or anything towards necrotic. Okay. So it deals a good hit. Just the water turns green and black and just falls down across the snow in areas. Definitely hurt it.
Good.
And then
That's
our
it.
ghost is, I think, right?
Yes. It can crumble it or fly or yeah.
Nice. All right. Anything else for you? No, that's the end of the reaction, right? And Shar, did you have anything else on your turn that you want to do after that first strike, or was that it? Because you activated that too.
I'll just use my last 5 feet to get closer to the one that Eris is fighting.
Okay. With that, it brings us to Ash with Grisura on deck. Ash, what's cooking?
First, Ash is going to move 15 feet towards the tree.
Up
The closest
towards
tree. No, the closest tree.
this tree here.
To her. Oh, I can't see that tree. No,
Okay.
the tree to the right.
5, 10, 15, like that.
And then if she moves 10 feet back, would it still be in her line of sight, the thing?
This one, yes.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Okay. All right. We are going to. Ash is going to. Try to cast an enchantment here. So it has to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oops. Let me put that other AirPod back in. What's the saving throw it needs to make?
An intelligence saving throw.
Let's see how smart water weirds are. No, they're average, I guess. Anyway, it's 8.
It fails.
Ooh.
All right. So it takes 3d6 psychic damage.
Ooh, nice.
Which is going to turn out to be just 9 psychic damage. And it can't take a reaction until the end of its next turn.
Nice.
And then on its next turn for that one, Dan, it'll have specific options that I can wait to go over when we get there.
All right, ping me when we come back around. It'll be after Eris'
Okay.
turn that we get back. Nice. Let's see.
And that's it.
Okay, great. That moves us down to Grisura with Ghosties and then Eris on deck. Grisura, what's up?
Actually, a quick point of clarification. It looks like 30 feet I can get to Eris, but Eris is inside the weird, right? So I can't get to her in 30 feet?
Right, she's actually in the center of those 4, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35, and yeah, it should be 40 feet away.
Okay. Okay. So then that's what I expected. 20, 25, 30. Looks like I'm gonna have to move. I'm gonna try and get within 30 feet of the weird on the left, the one that's closest to Ignatius. So I guess I need to move. I'm gonna say 15 feet towards Ignatius.
5, 10, 15.
That should be 5. 10. Okay. And now I will cast Reduce on the weird that's closest to Ignatius.
Okay. Is that a save, probably?
That is a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's an 11.
It fails, so its size is reduced.
Nice, okay. It shrinks down. I'm gonna actually just replace it temporarily with this, with a ghost one, because they're similar in color, but that way it's only taking up a 5-foot square.
Okay.
Guess it was. Okay. Nice. Does that reduce its damage at all? It doesn't have a weapon, but, you know, it uses its... Or if it doesn't inherently say, I can just do some stuff on this side.
While the weapons are shrunk along with the size.
Okay. Excellent.
It would be 1d4 less damage, but minimum of 1.
Okay, excellent. All right, thank you. Nice. Anything else for Grisura then?
Nope, that's Grisura's turn.
Okay. All right, that brings up our ghosties, of which is just 2. I think this one is going to come down here, 5, 10, 15, and try and hit Grisura. That's an 18 to hit.
As a reaction, Grisura will cast Shield and it will miss.
Nice. This ghostly energy just kind of dissipates, unforming the arm that tried to swing at you. That's amazing. All right, the other one is going to turn on its way down here. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Wait, is it move 30? Oh, it's 40. 40. Still not close enough. Still 5 feet shy. Yeah, that's it. I can't do anything because it is 5 feet shy. So, that ends our ghostly turns. That brings us back up to Eris inside of the first water weird.
I would like to ride!
Nice.
And that'll activate my storm aura, so the water weird needs to make a dexterity save. Can I argue for disadvantage because I'm inside it and the aura emanates from me?
That's interesting.
Let's see. Large creature. It's emanating in all directions, right? Instead of them just being in a 5-foot range. I'll give you advantage on this one.
It's 10 feet in every direction.
Okay. Yeah. Instead of like being outside your range and just worrying about one, it's around you in every spot. So, we'll do advantage on that.
So it needs to make a dex save.
Okay, or it's a disadvantage, man. I can't get much lower than that. I mean, I know that I don't have to add anything. That's a 6. Yeah.
Yeah, it fails. Yeah, so it takes 1d6 lightning damage. So it takes 2 lightning damage.
2 lightning damage. Okay.
That was great. Okay, now I'm going to attack it. Right? I can do that from inside it?
Disadvantage, but you can attack from inside.
Okay, I'll recklessly attack to get advantage on that.
Alright, that'll make it a straight attack.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20!
Nice.
Damn, nice!
And this, I'm assuming, yes, so it's a great X. So I'm also going to use my Storm Strike, which I got from my Strike of the Giants feat. And so it's going to need to make a con save.
Okay.
Sorry, this is the first time I'm using this.
No problem.
Hang on. So it takes.
Because of cons.
Uh,
Yeah, it's just a 10, so I think I'm pretty sure it'll. Let me know, but I think that'll fail.
yes, so it takes 9 slashing damage
Okay.
and 2 more lightning damage, and the con save. What did you say it was?
The 10.
It takes disadvantage on attacks until the start of my next turn.
Oh, nice. Okay. Excellent.
So Eris is just inside there, and she just erupts into lightning and just slashes at it, and lightning like follows in an after image of her coral pink axe.
Nice.
Follows after it, yeah.
Beautiful.
And I can't move anywhere, so that's my turn.
Okay, nice. Excellent.
Oh, I forgot it was a 20!
Oh my gosh, yeah, give that extra.
Okay, an extra 3 damage, and that doubles all the dice, right?
Dice that you rolled for it. Yep.
So an extra 3 slashing, magical slashing, and 1 extra 1 lightning.
Okay. We'll take it. We'll take it. Nice. All right. Slashing, electricity bursting out. Beautiful. All right, that makes it our water weird's turn. It's going to try and kind of constrict you again as you're inside. It's going to try and compress and do a little damage if it can. That's a natural 20. Ooh, got charged up, and it's reaction of violent attacks from within. It retaliate. Damn.
Does it just flex its core or something?
It's flexing his abs real hard. Nice, that's cocked. Come on. Alright, 1, 3, 7, 10, 14, 17 plus 3. So 20 points. This is bludgeoning damage though, so it is reduced to 10. Nice. Excellent. 10 points of bludgeoning.
Rage.
Yes. And that's all I can do. That's it. The other one can't do a full-on constrict. Let's see. I guess Ash got that shot off.
Wait. It
Yep,
can't.
yep.
It has specific things it has to do because of that spell that I put on it.
Okay, nice.
So it has to choose whether it wants to move, take an action, or a bonus action. It can only get one.
So its movement is fine, and then it gets
Nope.
Nope. Just
Nope.
only one of the
on its
three.
on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action. It gets only
Ooh.
one of those of the three.
Nice. Now, was this a slow? So what was it again?
This was Tasha's Mind Whip.
Beautiful. All right. Well, let's see. I mean,
named after.
Yeah, that's beautiful. All right. All it can do, it can't do anything, so it's got to make a movement. That's all it can do. The 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It'll kind of fly around behind you. And that's it. That's all it can do. Is it free of that at the end of its turn? Or the end of your turn? Okay.
At the end of its turn.
Okay. Sort of pulling it still, what do you call it? Shrunk down still, thanks to Gazura's magic. But it gains, its ability to do more than one task for next round. So that is it for this. That brings us to Kethri with Ignatius on deck. Kethri, what would you like to do?
Let's see. I'm going to fly. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. 5, 10, 15 feet over to the other little ghosty.
This one here?
Yes.
Okay.
Or can I flank it?
And you absolutely can. If you do 20 feet, you can flank it with Gazura.
Perfect. I would love to flank.
Nice.
I'm going to try to hit it. Advantage. Natural 20, baby.
Oh.
It's for 25.
All the 20s. Nice. Yeah,
Yay.
go. Yeah. Be sure
Love
to roll
it.
the extra
Alright.
or double it. You get to choose
I'm gonna
beforehand.
double it because D&D Beyond already did that for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, so the first piercing damage would be 11. And then 1 point of radiant.
Point of radiant. Okay. Well, that does
Okay.
extra damage, which gives it just enough to destroy this ghost. What do you want that to look like?
I want it to just burst into radiant flame and just fall, like ash-wise. Just
Oh, nice. As though it was made of a frail piece of paper. You light the ectoplasmic figure with this divine flame that tears through it, just leaving ash behind it, falls to the ground. Nice. Dead.
well, I was gonna hit it again, but bonus action.
You have 15 feet
don't
of
have
movement
enough.
still, as well.
I guess let me go ahead and move the rest of my movement towards like three squares over directly to the left. Yeah, I'm gonna head towards the other ghosties. And then for my bonus action, because I can't hit anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and activate my tattoo.
Nice. Excellent. Darkness spreads. That's excellent. Okay.
Love it.
All right. Well, that brings us to Ignatius with Shar on deck. Ignatius, what would you like to do? There's a water beard here, and a ghost in the other water beard.
Okay. I am going to, when you look at your spells and you realize you're all fire, what do? You load up with Moonbeam.
Nice!
I will cast Moonbeam on the water weird next to Ash.
Next to Ash. Okay, back here. Excellent. Is that, what type of save is that?
Con save, DC.
That's a fail. Whatever it is. It rolled a 4.
Alright, so it'll take full damage.
Nice.
11 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Ooh, quite beautiful.
Okay, for my bonus action.
Okay.
I will command. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Sparks will go right next to the ghost. To its left, if it can get there.
Yeah, I think
well,
so.
you know what? Halfway.
5, 10, 15, right here.
There. That's good. Okay. And do a flame seed at the ghost.
Right, because it gets to within 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, flame seed. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Flame seed is.
My bad.
Actually, I didn't have to move at all. It was 60 feet.
Oh, nice. Do you want Sparks back next to you then?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's take that.
Because you'd know.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's a hit die, so let's see. Plus 6. Does a dirty 20 hit?
A dirty 20 absolutely hits.
All right, 1d6 plus 2 on the ghost. 5 fire damage.
Okay, and again, this was at the ghost, flame seed. You said. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, 5 flame damage. Nice. You see quite a bit of its essence just sizzle away. Still standing, but weakened a good bit.
All right, that's yep, that's Sparks' turn and my turn. We're good.
Okay, nice. All right, Shar, you're up, and Ash is on deck. Shar, what you got?
So Eris is still in the water weird, right?
Correct.
So flanking's not really a thing.
Correct.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Just checking. I'm gonna try and punch it.
Okay.
Natural 19.
That hits.
Cute. 9 points of regular damage. 4 points of force.
9 and 4. Give me just a quick second. I need to check something. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. Go ahead.
Are there any indicators as to how it's doing?
Let's take a look. It's looking maybe a little, maybe around half health.
Okay.
It looks like it's taking a good beating, but has a little more bite left in it.
Okay, I'll expend a key point to do flurry of blows.
Okay.
Uh, 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Okay. That is 9 and 5.
Okay.
18 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, 6 and 2.
Okay. Looking very, very, very wounded and very close to death.
Okay.
You're just striking chunks, and it's weird because you're striking water, but you're somehow hitting it with your key in a way that almost solidifies chunks of water and sends them flying separate from the body, leaving holes that it has to fill back in. It's just looking super weak now.
And those would have reached from where I'm standing right now, but I do want to be in melee range of it.
Okay, so I'd like to up here for the end. Okay. Any other goodies?
No, that's it.
All right, that brings us to Ash with Grisura on deck. Ash, what you got?
Okay, well, first we're going to Misty Step 30 feet to the right.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Right here?
Yes.
Okay.
And that is her bonus action. And she's going to cast Chaos Bolt at the one that was behind her before.
Okay.
The weird, I think, is what the water thing. Do you know which one I mean, Dan?
I'm sorry, I'm just processing real quick. I think that if you use a bonus action to cast a spell, and then go to cast a regular spell, I think it has to be a cantrip. But let me see if that pertains to Misty Step, because I feel like that would kind of diminish.
Okay,
Misty
I was
Step.
trying to remember which way that was, but I can remember, so do what you need to do. It has to do with her phase stuff.
Okay, gotcha. Let's see.
Yeah, it's technically phased up.
Oh, so it's not.
If you're using,
his face.
yeah, like a thing you get from, and not a spell, but a thing that you
It's
get.
a racial trait, but it does Misty stuff.
Okay. Let me quickly dive in. I'm so sorry. I want to make sure I get you set nicely for the campaign with that. So yeah. Okay. So this is your one of your cool features from your species, which is the Bay Step. So this is one where once you, per a short rest, you can use the spell. Yep, so you can use it, and you have it in your thing, and it uses the spell slot. But it still does, it's still the spell. So when using a bonus action, you can cast anything. You always do your bonus action first in that case. You can cast any spell level for bonus action, but once you cast the spell as a bonus action, you can only cast an action spell that's a cantrip. In
Okay.
case that changes what you want to do.
I can't do no because she has to get out of there.
Okay.
Um,
Still have your cantrips that you can cast.
we'll do Mind Sliver on the water thing.
Okay. So,
It has to do an intelligence saving throw.
ooh. Right. Oh, natural one. So
Nice.
whatever that
Perfect.
adds, that's a fail.
And that is a 3 psychic damage.
Nice.
And if it takes a saving throw after this, it has to do a 1d4 and subtract that from it.
Oh,
try to-
nice.
I'll try to keep track.
Okay.
Pay attention when it's its turn next.
We'll add next save minus 1d4. But please, when it comes to that turn, give me a heads up.
Yeah.
Be sure I honor that. All right. That is there anything else for Ash? Because you have your movement still. If you have anything else.
Yeah, let's go an extra 15 feet in the same direction. Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. With that, we come over to Grisura, and then the Ghosty, and then Eris will be on deck. Grisura, what would you like to do?
Grisura's gonna move, let's say, south 15 feet to be kind of between Ash and what's coming at her.
Fine.
Yeah, so right there, I think that's good. And Grisura will take a shot with their bow at the water weird.
Excellent.
That is a 9.
A 9 will miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Into the snow just near it.
That's good.
But you are
That's
lined
okay.
up now. Yep, as you wanted. Okay. All right, that brings us to the Ghosty, which is only one. It's going to come around this way 5, 10, 15, 20, and go for Ignatius, who is now the next closest. Okay. Yeah. Wait, is the Ghost the one that has the +3? Yeah, okay. 15 to hit Ignatius?
That hits.
It does? Okay. This is it. 3, 6, 7, and there is nothing to add to that. It's just 7 points of necrotic damage. It kind of tears through you, just leaves behind like this drying, skin that turns a little dead under your armor. That's all that can do, which brings us down back up to Eris, and then the water weird with Kethri on deck. Eris, what would you like to do in this nearly dead water weird you're within?
I'm going to jolt it, so it needs to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Which will minus a
DC
D. Oh no, wait, that's a different one. Almost,
Yes.
yeah. Almost. Good try. It's a natural 1, so that's a fail.
Okay, so it takes full damage. Here, come on, dice. That's a 3 lightning damage.
Okay. It's barely hanging on by a
It's
thread.
barely hanging on. Okay.
His
Um.
very last leg.
All right, then I will. Yeah, I am gonna just attack it.
It'll be
Hack and
disadvantage
slash.
unless you are looking to do.
I will. Yeah, I'll
Sounds good.
reckless.
So a straight roll.
I rolled 2 dice because I forget how straight rolls work.
That's okay.
21 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits for sure. Roll
And
the damage for
then,
funsies, but then let me know how you want it to look.
here comes the 12. Okay. 8 slashing damage.
Okay, nice. Yeah, how do you want to this one?
She's gonna like Hercules does with the Hydra, the first when he gets swallowed, she's just gonna
Yes.
slice it in half and step out of it.
It just loses his hand. Drenched.
Shakes.
Yeah, she'll
Nice.
just shake her head a little bit, and then she's gonna run her full 30 feet towards the next closest baddie.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 will get you 10 feet away from that one.
Alright, and that's my turn.
Okay, nice. There's a water weird. It now has its things back.
All right, it has to make a con save.
Oh,
It started its turn
in the moonbeam. So with this
And-
save, it'll lose D4.
Yep.
Yeah, 1d4, whatever that is.
Okay, so let's see. A con save for a water weird would have been 17. And we're going to subtract a D4. Rolled a 3, so 14.
14 is the con.
Oh,
Tie is safe.
okay. Yep. Yep.
All
Does
right,
it
so
still
it
take
takes
half?
only half.
Oh, yes. Excellent.
7 radiant, so that's half to 3.
Okay.
Or I forget we rounded up. We
Rounding
round
up. That's right. Yeah, so 4.
So it rounds up to 4 radiant.
Nice. Right.
Okay. All right, that's just because of the moonbeam. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. All right,
Yeah.
so it is going to pursue Ash, but because Grisura, is taking up station to protect Ash, it's going to go after Grisura. That's just a... Oh, this one has a more of a hit. That's a 17. 17 to hit Grisura?
I'll throw up another shield.
Ooh, nice! This one goes to attack in its shrunken form. Holds it off with a shield again. And that is it for its turn. Let's see, that brings us to Kethri with Ignatius on deck. Kethri, you're right here. What would you like to do?
Is it possible for me? Let's see. To flank. Is there room
You can flank
between
either
the
of them.
tree? I can.
Mhm. You can be
Have
here
enough
for
room?
this, or you can be behind this one.
I mean, behind the one. No, sorry, the other one. I
Right?
can't tell that. Yes, perfect.
You have advantage.
First attack. That is a 17.
It hits.
Okay. Regular piercing damage is 5.
Okay. Now you have your tattoo on, right? So it's magical. Or are you
Well,
using a weapon that doesn't extend to?
This is the weapon with the crimson right on it. So
Okay.
it's magical
Perfect.
with radiant damage, but I also add the force
Gotcha.
damage to that.
Thank
so
you. Okay.
so 5 piercing
Okay.
and 1 radiant
We'll take it.
and
Mm-hmm.
5 force.
Nice. All right. It's looking pretty hurt. It's looking pretty hurt.
Okay, I want to do it again.
Get it.
22.
That'll do it. That'll hit.
Okay. This one doesn't add my radiant, but
Okay.
that'll be 5 points of slashing
Okay.
plus 2 force.
Okay. What do you want this one to look like as you destroy it?
Nice.
It's just going to burst from the inside out because there's just too much force or whatever happening.
Love it.
And then, as a reaction, I'm going to have it hit.
Yes.
I have one more of those things left.
It explodes and it's like popping a water balloon, but you almost halt the droplets in air in time and make him come back to start sludging over to its companion.
Yay! Hit it.
All right. So they'll do an attack against the ghosty. It's probably gonna hit. That's +5, so that's a dirty 20. And what am I looking at that for? Obviously hits that and then some. All right, so damage. Oh, big numbers: 6, 8, and 11 plus 3 for 14 bludgeoning. So it's not magical. It's just, and it has resistance. So rounded down to 7, or half to 7. Oh my gosh, this ghost is obliterated.
Yes!
Nice.
Amazing. It collapses, constricts this ghost with its final movement. The two just become nothingness and melt some of the snow here in the area between the water and little ash of the ghost floating in it. And you are all out of battle and safe for the night. Well,
That was so much fun.
All right.
that was really well done.
What Catherine says. She likes fighting ghosts.
Yeah, y'all kind of bear witness to everyone's expertise again and their skills in different areas. Ash coming in clutch with a bunch of big spells. Brazura shrinking down this other one and standing in the way to make sure that the other one won't go after Ash. Ignatius with sparks. Eris with lightning and slashes of coral pink. Shar with these strategic punches that somehow solidify water almost. And then Kethri just owning these ghosts and keeps killing something, and when something dies, summoning it back to attack their own compatriots. Yeah. Yep, and with that, out of battle. Yeah, just a sec, just switch all the stuff back. If y'all have anything you want to roleplay with that, go ahead. Otherwise, if you're all like, how about bed? Then I understand.
As he preps, the Ignatius will just turn to Sparks and say, "Thanks, buddy." And someday I'll bring you out under less stressful situations.
Nice.
It just flies off over the ocean. Poof.
Oh, nice. Oh, taking in the scenery. Love it. Okay. Otherwise, then everyone's able to settle in. Be sure to mark off a long rest in D&D Beyond to get that recuperation. And that was the end of the second to last week. So I'll just ask Ignatius for a check for survival, and Eris for the ocean survival check, and Kethri for the alchemy check. Ignatius, let me know what you get first.
14 for survival.
Okay, nice. And Eris, let me know what you get after that, if you would.
9.
9, okay. Not that much plant life here in this little spot, that's all. And Kethri?
My herbalism check is 11.
Okay. Very good. All right. We have 1 week left of this journey before finally arriving to Port Rumon. Let's just do a perception check all around. Make sure the coast is clear. And we'll start with Brazura on this one. Once you're set, anyway, take your time.
Sorry, you're looking for my perception check?
Please.
0.
Oh, okay. Nice. Ash?
I have 16 total.
Okay. Ignatius?
Dirty 20.
Nice. Char?
19.
Catherine?
10.
Okay. And Eris?
5.
Oh, all right. Okay. Well, thankfully, keep a careful eye out. You scare off some of the critters that are kind of considering it. Different nights, different people, or Eris is, someone's a big girl, kind of grunts, scares them off. Ignatius, you like, yeah, come on, yeah, they run away. Thankfully, nothing in this last week. Trekking through this. The snow's been melting slowly but surely. Still chilly, like 30s, 40s. Had a couple days, maybe around 50s as we're getting into the year, heading towards spring. With 47 days, it's a month and a half. So let's see. Let's do one final herbalism check. We'll do Ignatius and Eris survival. Kethri herbalism will be the final one for the journey. This is always a great time to collect those sorts of things. Ash still working on learning cards and everything else, devoting time to that. Okay.
Yes.
Here we go. Does anyone else have anything they're just like devoting a little time to? Oh, Gazura, did you have something? Nope. Okay. All right, Ignatius, what you got?
22.
Nice. Way to end the trip. Eris?
Dirty 20.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Catherine?
23.
Nice. Well done. All right, I will get you those, post session here. Amazing, as well as the ones that are due you. Yeah. Did anyone else have anything that, like, over the journey they wanted to do, like downtime, picking up, a different language? I think maybe Catherine was gonna start learning from Shar the okay.
Yes.
Anything like that? Any skills or proficiencies anyone's picking up?
I think Char, so she can infuse elements into her hands. Just kind of toying around with seeing if she can put it into weapons or not.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just kind of messing around with that concept and testing it out.
Excellent. Right. You've had, kind of mixed luck. Some has kind of gone into weapons, but it's more like, that kind of damaged it a little. Not anything bad, but that scorched it. That kind of, did this. But you're still giving it a shot to try and figure it out. Going through the rough work. I'll just do a quick check for anyone else. Nope.
Does Eris get anything besides that one dream?
Nothing else yet. And you're pretty close to the city. Let's see. Okay, all right. In that case, at the end of the week, you arrive. You're outside of the gates, coming into the distance. Maybe just 30-minute walk now. Port Rumont has some modest walls that protect it from the wilds. But you can see the city within is just fairly built up. This is a pretty large port city. Aerith, you know this to be one of the bigger port cities, at least on this side of the continent. Starbridge deals with like 3 continents to the west. Port Rumont deals with like at least 2 other continents, and is a popular one to round this continent. So it sees a lot of travel, sailors, adventurers, and things like that. In itself, it's sort of a built-up fishing city. Like, they didn't abandon their roots. They go out and they go fishing hard, and then come back when the season's over, and then sell a lot of their their goods to local, blah blah blah. Let's see. All right. Yeah, so everyone has their IDs checked as per usual on entering. We'll just have a guard sort of check in with you all and see if everything looks in order here. I ask you how long you're looking to stay. Just passing through, or do you have business to be staying a while?
Passing through. might want to visit the Isles up north.
Handful of
Oh.
days, maybe.
They are
Day or
quite.
two.
But do be careful. There's reported pirate activity in the area, so just be cautious.
Okay.
And I should let you know that there's the pirate Bjorn Midsterval, a pirate of some renown, is currently taking up residence here in the city. They haven't done anything outright, but just be cautious if you see any pirate crew that's looking to pick a fight. They're rather ruthless on the seas, from what I understand, but have behaved so far in the city. Just a word of caution. If you're looking to stay, then I would advise considering, if you're looking to get a meal in your stomachs first, heading either to the Risen Tide, or if you're low on funds and just looking for drinks, less expensive drinks that'll just get the job done, you can always head to Shirky's down by the port. If you're looking to stay at an inn, if you have the funds, you're welcome to check into the Fleece Repose. Rather opulent sort of place, but popular spot nonetheless. Or the Siren's Call. That inn is officially the only inn in town that is officially approved by the Sex Workers Guild, as they work through there as well.
Official rub of approval.
And in this
Alchemy
port,
shop.
it's official.
Is there an alchemy shop nearby?
Yes, there is. We have a bit of a main street. You'll find most of the adventurer and traveler's goods you need there. It's somewhat robust, given the nature of the port. So you might not find too much in the way of local goods. Those are shipped out. But you'll find some of the more exotic goods here from other lands.
More
do you
like
have any-
herbalistic.
Yes, you'll find the same in most shops
Okay.
you go to and restaurants alike.
Do you have any like medics or any apothecaries?
Oh, we have some. Well, there are some apothecaries. There's actually, if you're looking in the herbalist store, the alchemy store, they're next door to one another. You can ask them if you're looking for any poultices. But we do have a number of temples to different primordials and clerics that can see if you're faring ill.
Perfect. Thank you.
Very well.
You have a fighters guild?
We do, yes, a robust fighters guild. There's a couple of fighting arenas. You'll find that in the northeastern section of town, just inside the ports, the docks. Is there
She immediately starts walking towards it.
anything else I can direct you to in the city?
Oh, just a quick. I take it since you have the ports and everything here, you have trade and stuff brought in from all over. Do you have like a warehouse that houses stuff in transit and stuff like that?
Oh, absolutely. The docks have many warehouses for just that, import and export.
Thank you very much. That's something I'll be investigating.
Oh, all right. Very well. Well, do enjoy your time, and again, just be wary of any pirates in the city.
Thank you.
Of course.
Oh, we have guards and stuff, right? That if something happens, that we can, be like, hey, there's a
Yes.
problem over here.
We are actually just waiting for the pirates to do something we can start booking them for. Yes, but
Oh.
thus far they've done nothing wrong in the city. We think they might be partly responsible for the pirate activity at sea, but You have to catch them in the action.
Need a rabble rouser. Someone to get him riled up. You know.
Yep.
Anyways.
Well, fare thee all well and enjoy your time in the city.
Thank you.
If you all will. It is pretty nice as you step in. You're, seeing a lot of, it's a busy city. The street's full of people. There's children running through the streets, and you see them watching and pointing or chasing sky rays above the city. Sort of like, they look like stingrays, but they fly wizards. It's an old wizard staying out up in the air instead of in the water. Just they fly through the air, and they're common to this particular port city. And it seems to be a relatively lawful city as you're looking around. Do you have a particular place you want to go to first?
As we walk away from the guard, Ignatius probably hearing the conversations would turn to Ketri and Ash and say, "All right, sounds like we got the apothecary covered. You gonna looking for the same thing I'm looking for, right?"
Mhm.
I'm gonna go head to the warehouses. Maybe they, exotic imports. Who knows? Just a wild shot. But I'll meet you back at the apothecaries.
Okay.
I'll start there.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I'll go with Catherine.
Oh, yay.
Yay!
We haven't had a
If anybody-
chance to, like,
Yeah.
stop
Wants to
together
go see
yet.
the exciting warehouses, they're free to join me.
Yay! Nice. Anyone going with Ignatius then?
I'll go with Ignatius because I probably know some people down there.
That's very true. Yeah, excellent. Shar, what would you like to do, or who would you like to go with? Are you going over to the Fighters Guild first thing?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. And Grisura, what would you like to do?
There's
Anyone?
gotta be a minstrel or a bard or a pub with music somewhere.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's a couple of the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grisura will wander, and the first thing she hears that
Okay.
catches her attention, she'll just
Okay.
get distracted by it.
All right, you head on into town. You all kind of, you've arrived. Time to, stretch out a little, find some cures, look for some things. You go your separate ways to gather back up later. And it's a bright early morning. You got here, it's maybe 10 in the morning right now. You got a day ahead of you. And with that, we'll wrap up tonight's session. And see where we end up next week. Woo! Well done with battle and all the madness of this world, all the dangers, great and small. For anyone new, I sure hope that you had fun tonight. I think I certainly did. I think we all had fun times. So please consider, if you would, giving us a follow. You can be alerted to our different D&D streams we have throughout the week. And yeah. Let's see. I'm just finding who we're going to. Oh, Enchanting Sorcery is online. Let's go give them a raid. Yeah. So catch us. You've been watching Provenance, our Friday night D&D campaign. We run every Friday 9 p.m. to midnight Eastern time. So consider, at least coming back and hanging out with us next week. Seeing what's going on in the city, the pirate activity, getting up to that island, off the coast. Should be pretty exciting. Thank you, Serena, for hanging out with us tonight, too. Yay! And we'll go ahead and give our friends a raid over Enchanting Sorcery. Please consider giving a call member raid for some hype and support and branding. Catch you all soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.
I cannot stick around for the after show. I'm gonna make myself some lunch for work tomorrow.
Okay.
So, see you guys around.
Good night, Lily.
Good night.
Night,
Night, night.
Yeah, anyone that's got to go, no worries. Or that doesn't want to be in the after show, that's okay.
I can stay.
All right, let me.
You can flip over your camera, Dan, if you want.
Oh, I never put it back?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so silly.
We've been talking to the map this entire time.
Bum, bum, bum. Okay, let me swap a root people around. Let's be there. Okay, and then Ashley here. Then Ignatius, then Char's not here, so I'd have to move. I could just do that one temporarily. That's good. All right, and with that, we'll start recording in 3, 2,